Hello, all you pickle tickling fucks out there who are not watching this live, because if you are, you don't hear what I say at the very beginning, because no one tunes in and watches instantly when we go live. They wouldn't know when. But for all you PTFs listening on the old boygob.com or a replay on the YouTube Fancy Dan page. Just go to YouTube and search YouTube. There you can see the video. And if you go to the Facebook page, TWN's Terrible Horror Crap Podcast, is that it? Is that the Facebook page, Joe?
That's it, man. That's what it's called. BOYGOB.com if you're not listening live. And why the fuck would you? I guess. Why would you listen live tonight when you're probably, as I just said, not we're not watching the Oscars.
The Oscars! It's
and
where
most of you, if you listen to this show, you don't give a fuck about the Oscars. I thought, honestly, that we weren't going to record tonight because Tom usually pays big attention to the Oscars, usually watches all the fucking nominees and talks about them. And he's a big Oscar guy because he was a big, cinephile. Is that what they call? Or
no,
pedophile?
I'm just big.
He is
big fat
He's big, Hey, I want to say hi to Kyle. Thanks for joining us, Eric. Goddamn, Eric. We feel for you, man. We've both been through that shit. It's not a good time, dude.
Yeah, dude, having sex with your dog to death fucking sucks. So, condolences on that shit, dude. It's never awesome.
Hey, I've never done that, but Tom...
Especially because after you're done coming, you realize what you've done, and it's just very shameful. Good in the moment, but after you shoot that old wad of boy, you, life starts clicking in and you know what the fuck is actually going on, and it sucks. So here's
Tom
to
knows
your
how to talk to his
here's
friends.
to your dog. Yeah, that sucks. And right before I went on, I seen that the old Facebook was going wild about Chris Rock. I have a wisp. I'm just a widow guy. Chris Rock and Will Smith. Chris Rock was saying some joke at the Oscars, and Will Smith got mad about him, went on stage and punched him. Don't know if it was real. If it was real, Will Smith is a fucking bitch. Not only for getting mad at a joke, one, but for hitting like that too. If you can't knock out fucking Chris Rock when he's just standing there letting you punch him in the fucking mouth, you're a fucking bitch for that.
I thought the Oscars were being hosted by Jacquet tonight.
You're a fucking racist, Joe.
Oh, you're a racist. You don't even remember Jacquet, the star
I do.
Of
that was a horrible impression.
What sports film did she fucking star in, Tom?
Ladybugs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you know that. Because it is a cross-dressing film, and that is your genre. Your genre of film.
Oh, shit. You know me too well. Yeah, I know who that bitch is.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched, maybe one Oscar-nominated movie, The Power of the Dog, which sucked a fucking dick. Literally,
I think no,
because you did want to suck some young dick, but it didn't happen because he got poisoned by the young dick that he was trying to suck. I didn't think it was a good... Well, it was a well-crafted movie, if that's what you want to say, but it wasn't fucking good. I mean, it wasn't like, oh shit, I gotta watch this again and again and again. Nah.
And again.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
But you watched Nightmare Alley. I'm pretty sure that was nominated.
Oh, yeah, I did watch that. But that one's not gonna win because that was had a fucking cohesive narrative and everything, and it wasn't about...
It was already made like 3 times.
It wasn't set in the Holocaust. And it wasn't, about gay drug dealers or, shit that wins Oscars.
Having sex with a fish.
Yeah,
The
having sex
time
with a fish.
Paddington's mama whacked off in the bathtub and then had sex with a fish.
Hey Tom, how
Hey,
was your
Joe. It blew by kinda fucking quick, actually. Got the new shop put in at the beginning of the week, and it already feels like it's been there forever. So whatever luster and excitement I had about that is gone. uh Today, fucking the pollen's fucking everywhere. My sinuses are fucked. It's another one of those. I'm working on a sculpture, started it fucking yesterday, and it's another one of those that's looking like everything except what it's supposed to. So I'm gonna I'm gonna work on that and make it look like what it's supposed to, because that bloke's depending on me, and I can't let him down again. So
Well, I mean, I saw you had the real hero of DWN, Tyler, in there working. You know, the guy that really does all the fucking work. So, thanks to you, Tyler, for getting shit done. You know, you are the true MVP of DWN.
I think, well, I'm not going to say that on here because things like that don't need to be discussed, but he's a good guy and he came over to learn. So hopefully he learned and now knows how to make a production mold. So when I need some production molds made, hey, can you make some production molds for me? So hopefully, but he's a good kid. As in baby goat, because he eats tin cans in the yard when I'm not looking.
I don't know what noise goats make. I hope that was
That
it.
was close.
All right.
You got to just do it like a little more shitty, like you got some tin cans stuck in your throat. See, you know.
All right. Yeah.
And you watch that movie Lamb, so they're pretty
I did
close.
watch half of that movie. Yes.
They're like kissing cousins, you know, a goat and a lamb.
Is
With
that one
you and your
nominated
cousin
for
Rick.
awards tonight?
Yes, it is. Yes. Yes, it is.
Fuck.
No, I don't know. Well, I appreciate fucking been 300 episodes and you finally asked me how my week was. That was a nice change of pace. Joe, how was your week?
Well, let's start it out. I ordered quite a bit of shirts, quite a bit, you know, and turns out like they fucking labeled it wrong to the wrong address. So it's
Would they
like,
put Jose on it?
no, like my address to the shop is 3433. They put 4433. And so, yeah, my shirts were floating around all week. You know, it's like, and this was a big order. This was like $3,000 worth of shirts. Just floating around. Are they going to get to you? Maybe. Will they? I don't know.
Not in time
They
for
did.
Frightmare.
They did. All except for one box. Friday, it's like one box is missing. I call the people and say, "Hey, look, they're saying, you know, they're showing this box is delivered, but it's not." And the guy like calls me back. "Oh yeah, they said you refused that box." It's like, "Yeah, because that's what I would do. Shit that I'm waiting for." It's like, "Nah, I don't want that. Send it back." But he, you know, the dude knew. It's like, we know you wouldn't refuse that shit, so we're sending it out. Uh, yeah, just shipping is fucked up. Shipping is real fucked up. If you order anything, don't expect it quick from anybody. From anybody. Okay. I sent some shit to Juan on Monday. Sent it using the postal service priority mail. Like from here to Corpus is a 2-day ship, right? 5 days it took to get there. Now that's usually the fucking just regular mail service, right? But nah, fuck it. We pay priority mail just to get it there in time that the regular mail service does. Things are fucked. Things are fucked. We're still paying the same. No, we're paying more for shittier service.
Yep, guess that's just what they call snail mail, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was that. Otherwise, shit was good. Big thanks to Juan. He did a show out in San Antonio this weekend, and it looks like it went pretty well. The Kings of Horror. I don't know what that means, but that's what they call themselves. So, fuck it. They're the Kings of Horror, right? I guess. I don't
Are you
know.
going to think too?
Thank two.
Could you keep thanking Juan?
Yeah. Fucking racist.
So you like live music, do you?
But aside from that, Tom,
So,
I did a lot of yard work this week.
well, of course you do.
Yeah.
That goes without
got
saying,
the
Joe.
backyard looking like really nice again. So when you guys come over to visit, as y'all often do, oh wait, you don't. Thanks, you fucking prick.
Never invited.
To visit my house. I don't know. I've invited you all the time. Hey Tom, come on over this weekend. Why don't you?
Well, this weekend happens to be my birthday.
Well, fucking perfect.
So I think I'm going to spend it here with the familia.
All right,
And
then.
I would invite you, but this is La Raza only, you see.
I get it.
Thank you. No offense, bloke.
Hey.
But no, I'm going to try and get up there. What was it, June 10th?
30th or something like that.
It's the 30th?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was sooner. Well, yeah, I'm going to try and come down to the old 80 birthday celebration.
Anything's coming down.
So I mean, yeah, that I'm planning on. If everything's all right, I will definitely be there for that. So hey, I'm thinking about you, bud.
All right.
Mostly when I'm taking a shit, though.
So Tom, you're a big movie guy. Big.
No, again, I'm just a
operative
big
word.
fat guy.
But so what did you watch?
You like live music, do you, Joe?
I do.
See, you've been
back to me. So yeah, I didn't watch a whole lot of movies this week, Tom, but I did go see a couple of live performances, some musical performances. That is, I went to see the band Last in Line, which is a band that I make shirts for, and it's comprised of Ronnie James Dio's old band members, namely Vinny Appice, who is probably rock's greatest drummer. And
well, that's just because he's your good, close personal friend.
He is, man. He's a really good guy. Treats me real good. Like he got, as soon as he saw me, hey, T-shirt Joe, come over here. Put you on the list, whatever you want, dude. Just it's like,
hey, you want a tour shirt?
There's not many Italians that I like, but this guy is all right. Like
I like one, and you're not one of them. I like Juan.
As far as Italians go, this dude is up there. Like I've met like 3 Italians, and I like him. Good dude. The band played fucking excellent. They played more Dio tunes than I thought they were going to.
Why? They're a Dio cover band. Why
they're not? They're not. They've got 2 albums with their own music. They played a lot of that shit. Their vocalist, he's really fucking good. Vivian Campbell, who was the guitarist on the first 2 Dio albums, and he was like only
Did 17, you say Vivian?
17, 18 at the time. So he's probably the youngest member now. Everybody else is pretty fucking old. But yeah, man, it was a good fucking show. So I was glad to go. Glad they came down here. Yeah, good times. Good times, Tom.
Was it?
It was.
To get to go to the old
an Italian guy make good, to actually fucking do something. Most Italians
Chef Boyardee?
They go into that black hand type shit,
what?
Oso stuff, or they just fucking open up a pizza joint or fucking like, hey, this is authentic cannoli. No, yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever that shit is. It's like a rolled up pastry with fucking goo inside. It's fucking the dumbest shit ever, like pure sugar. Fuck that. But anyway, you like that stuff, Tom, right? Because you're Italian or whatever.
I would take a ravioli over a cannoli any day. I'm not big on, unless I was going to say I'm
You
not
are
big
big.
on a big fat guy.
Yeah.
I'm not big on the WAP sweets, I was going to say, but tiramisu is pretty fucking good.
Well, fuck you, Tom. I just want to
And
say
it's
hi to
got
Larry.
booze in
Thanks
it.
for joining us, Larry. We're
Larry!
talking about, you know, successful Italians. I've met one of them.
Tom's name was not brought up.
Tom was not.
However, fucking Joe Spinell's character from Maniac was brought up. Yes, a crazed serial rapist killer guy does much better in life than I do.
Yeah. But Tom is like the Sultan of pasta, the Ayatollah of marinara, or
Lori, nobody hates you. I love you.
yeah, yeah. No, nobody hates you. So yeah. So what'd you watch, Tom?
Well, Joe, as we talked about last week, I said I was going to try and watch Leap of Faith, that William Friedkin documentary movie or whatever the fuck it was supposed to be. I watched that right after I got off the old conversation with you. What a fucking piece of shit, Joe.
Is
This
he
was
Italian too?
no, he's just a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we thought it was going to be. A boring as fuck DVD extra. He's like, "Oh yeah, God, he was guiding me to make this movie," and then he'd just bring up like all this shit he had that inspired him to make this movie,
What,
like
is that
other
the way his
movies.
voice was? Was that
Oh, I
your?
mean, he had a
What
little
is it?
kid's rump in his
Oh,
mouth.
yeah. So that inspired me to make this movie
Because he's a boring fucking speaker.
Well, it was kind of like he kind of went like this, like roller coaster, mate. Dude, he sucks. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't finish this fucking thing. This should have been like on the fucking 89th anniversary edition of The Exorcist as a bonus feature. It was boring as fuck. He was just talking shit on William Peter Blatty, saying fucking God was guiding him to make this movie. And then he kept saying, "Oh, this movie influenced me to do it, and this movie influenced me to do it." I thought God was guiding you to make this fucking movie. God told you to make that little girl piss on the carpet. That was the movie he wanted. Okay. I understand. Yeah, I mean, fucking Exorcist, Killer Joe. Other than that, this fucking guy can go jump in a lake.
Well, no, I mean, just like, and we've said this before, for those of you that want to go back and listen to episode 123, we mentioned that this guy is really fucking boring to listen to. Like, if you listen to the commentaries for The Exorcist, it's like, fuck. All right, if you want to just hear like the fucking set directions,
This is like the fucking version for the blind. He doesn't give you insight or fucking any. He's just telling you what's going on.
yeah.
And he was saying like how he was pulling out guns and shooting them on set to get people's reaction. He smacked one motherfucker in the face and then called action. This dude's he's lucky he didn't get his old ass fucking beat. For real. I mean, I can't say that, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody saw this. It was like, man, fuck this guy, and just punched him in the mouth if they saw him walking down the street. I'm not advising you do that or anything, but this guy's a fucking hateable piece of shit. I tell you what, Joe.
See, and I was gonna watch this, and then I immediately saw your thing. Like, hey, fuck this! Is okay. That's all I needed to know.
For sure,
You know,
dude.
it's
It's
exactly
a
what I
extra.
thought it was gonna be. I can skip out on this shit.
It's him sitting in a chair, cut with clips from other shit while he's talking over him and stuff. This should have had a fucking Red Shirt Pictures logo at the end and should have been on, like I said, the 90th anniversary or whatever the fuck. Boom, bing, boom, boom, bing.
Oh, that dude.
They do make good shit,
Sorry
though.
about
I
that
enjoy their documentaries.
Yeah, well, it's like our buddy Eric says, everybody poops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, would recommend. And that Shutter logo. As soon as that was the first fucking thing that popped up. And I said, you fuck, but I gotta watch it because I didn't watch shit last week. And then I didn't end up watching the whole thing because it fucking sucked. So again, Shudder can go jump in a fucking lake. A lake of fucking Reagan piss that God commanded William Friedkin to shoot. Uh-huh. I understand. That dude had to have done like a lot of fucking cocaine and shit.
Hey, it was
Whatever
all over
drug
the
was
place.
around that time.
We were in
yeah.
Hollywood. Cocaine was there. You know.
So were fucking little kids' dicks to sniff it off of. Not saying he did, but he was probably in a den or two. Maybe.
Well, that was much later, but maybe. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
I don't know the fucking girl, so.
So yeah, after that, Tom, yesterday went to go see more live music. Went to see one of your favorite bands, Corrosion of Conformity. You're a big fan of them, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I've seen them play. Maybe this would be like the fourth time I've seen them play, and they're still real fucking good. They're from one of your favorite places, Louisiana, and
Louisiana.
Yeah, it was a good show. They rocked it out, Tom. And I would sing some of the songs that they do, but I'm really drunk right now and don't remember anything.
Let's hear it. What does it kind of sound like?
Yeah. Now the place was crowded as fuck, the venue, because Ministry was playing. You're into Ministry, right, Tom? You're into the whole industrial scene because you were like a young lad when this shit was coming out. The whole industrial Ministry, Skinny Puppy, all that bullshit.
I'm into the Ministry of Darkness. You remember that?
Well,
it was like
I'm not into that. But
Big Boss
Corrosion
Man.
of Conformity, I do like that metal shit, so I saw them, and then we'll get back to the next band that played after we talk about what you watched.
No, just go on about your fucking concert. Okay. I don't know why you didn't talk about that with the other one.
After that, they played the Melvins came on, which are like people say like they're a punk band, but they're not because they have musical talent.
I got them.
Making fucking noise and shit. They're these guys can fucking play. They just got like a weird aesthetic. Like the guy has a stupid fucking fro going on and wears some dumb robe or whatever. But yeah, they were really fucking good too. If you're into like the Melvins, it was a fucking good time. I dug it. And then after they played, fucking Ministry's coming on. Everybody's getting excited. And it's a fucked up crowd because these are three really different bands. So there was guys there that were dressed like The Cure and shit. There was guys there just in old fucking concert shirts, and there was guys, people just there, standing around with like button-ups and thick fucking glasses and shit. So it was a strange, eclectic crowd. But yeah, Ministry didn't stick around for them because I could give a fuck about that. The headliner, no. I mean, it helps when you don't pay for the tickets. Then you can just fucking leave.
Did you make shirts for them too?
No, I mean, I went and looked at their merch. I always go look at everybody's merch.
$55. What?
Yep. COC, their shirts were like $45. Melvins had one shirt one shirt to choose from, and Ministry had all kinds of shit, but I didn't even look at that. But yeah, I imagine it was because if COC was $45, I imagine Ministry was like probably like $60 a shirt or something fucking ridiculous. But no, and nobody was selling any fucking records because I would have bought, some COC vinyl. I already have some, so fuck them,
You got Carnival of Carnage on vinyl?
Yeah, Carnival.
Is it an original pressing?
Original pressing from Death Records, and Death Records is better than Death Row Records.
Hey, fucking Tony, why don't you tune in at the fucking beginning? We already talked about that shit. You tell me what I missed. We didn't miss fucking shit. You missed it. You
Kyle
fucking
Driver
missed it.
likes heavier shit like Psychion or something. Psychion 9 and Chromoclast and, you know,
Kyle likes the
Down
heavier
of
shit.
Ashes. Yeah.
Likes hitting fucking peanuts when he's in a man's ass.
Yeah, Tony, we already talked about Chris Rock and we talked about Roseanne.
And all that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was it. And they told me today, hey, come on back and you can watch this band called Wednesday 13. But I didn't want to go back over there. And I'd never heard of that band.
No, you've heard of them.
I hadn't.
Haven't they been at fucking Frightmare like a bunch of times?
Really?
They just have a lone table set up? I think so. Or maybe
Really?
it's Ghoul Town. Is that
Ghoul
another
Town.
band?
Ghoul Town's the one that Frightmare all the time.
Okay.
That's the guy that now he's like a cryptid hunter and he wears a little cowboy hat.
He's always worn that fucking hat, Joe.
Yeah.
It looks like his great grandfather wore that.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, you threw that hat in the dryer, you know, and it fucking shrank.
Yeah, I've never, maybe I have heard Wednesday 13 music. I think they're on a bunch of like low budget, no budget, I should say, horror movie soundtracks.
I heard some of their shit today, and yeah.
I just seen the name. I can't pick the song out, but I know what they look like, and I know that that's not for me.
Oh, their stuff's not bad, but I wouldn't want to like go spend a whole hour of listening to their shit, you know?
Because you just don't want that erection to last that long.
That would be nice.
I'm sorry to hear that, old 80-year-old Joe.
Yeah.
Fuck. Rest in empowerment, Joe's wiener.
So, Tom, what did you watch, you fuck?
Joe, I watched a little movie called The Exorcism of God. You ever hear of this one?
No, I've not.
All right. So this was in theaters for like a week. And when I was going to go see it, I was like, oh, shit, it's out of theaters. I don't watch many exorcism movies. I figure they're all whatever. I'm good with The Exorcist, and beyond that, why watch any other ones? But I heard things about this movie.
What things?
Terrible things. How it was a very bad movie. And you know, it was. Shit. This movie really wants to be like Exorcist canon. Like the fucking like the Reagan movie Exorcist canon. It's got the girls in like that kind of nightgown. It's got the green puke. It's got a fucking piss scene. But we're hardcore now, Joe. This is 800 years later. So instead of piss and piss, she pisses blood. And you know, in the beginning. Exactly. In the beginning, the priest exorcises the demon. So he celebrates by having sex with the girl who is just possessed. And the whole time she's possessed and her tits are just hanging out there, all see-through and shit. Like, yeah, this is
not like a young girl like in The Exorcist.
This Reagan. Is not Brandy.
All right.
So it's still because it wants to be
kind of porn whore that was possessed.
Not really. Like it's the fucking main father, the main papa is a white guy, but
the papa,
because there's a couple dude, the fucking butler from Fresh Prince, he's a fucking priest in it.
The butler did it
with a fucking axe handle in the library.
Yeah.
He did it fucking Identity style, where he just shoved the fucking thing down their throat.
Stuck a torch down her throat.
Fuck, I can see your belly light up, mate.
Because that's what they call a flashlight in England, you see.
Yeah, but this is like a movie that's supposed to take place in Mexico. I didn't say this first, but it's a Saban movie. I remember Saban from like making fucking Power Rangers and shit. But the last couple years or so, I've seen like their logo pop up on horror movies and shit, and like it's always fucking weird. The acting in this isn't good. The story isn't fucking good, but I was pretty damn entertained, Joe.
Of course you were,
I
Tom.
had, I had a couple drinks. Uh, it was it was a fucking entertaining movie for sure. It sucked, but you'll be enter fucking tamed by it because it's just so bad. It wants to be a fucking Exorcist canon movie. Dude, he goes into a Mexican jail where they're housing fucking like 12 inmates and one possessed girl who happens to be his daughter. Because, spoiler alert, he knocks the fucking possessed broad up. So this is like 19 years later, and now their fucking kid is possessed. And when it's like the fucking possessed eyes glow like really fucking terribly, like terribly yellow. And then at the end, after his daughter's saved and everything, the father's like, "Oh yeah, she's on our side now. She's gonna fight for good." And then her eyes light up blue, like I
Evil
fight
blue,
for
Arctic blue,
no heavenly blue
heavenly blue. Okay.
because she's one of the trumpeters now.
Ah, all right. I
It's
get
so
it.
fucking funny,
I'll
dude.
tell you what. Now that Emily's here, hello Emily. I'm gonna get another beer.
All right. I would recommend this movie. I rented it at home because it was in theaters for a week and then it went straight to streaming. So I rented it off the old Direct TV, which haven't rented something off there since that piece of shit fucking Leatherface movie. But this one was entertaining and I would recommend watching it for sure. But get a couple fucking drinks in you or a couple legal marijuana cigarettes and you should have a good time. There's fucking gore in there. There's shitty CGI in there. Like I said, the butler from the Fresh Prince shows up and no one could act. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good, entertaining movie. Would recommend, Joe.
All right.
Oh, and at the end, like he's back to being a preacher and he's talking in front of his congregation and he's talking about like all these sins and stuff. Even if you're a gay, even if you're an adulterer, even if you're a drunk, you're all welcome here.
All are welcome.
And I seen like people on the internet saying, "Oh, this movie's so homophobic," and that was like the only mention of anything gay in the movie. And then just
That's
well,
all it takes now, though.
I'm not getting mad. He said drunks too, and I'm not over like, hey, how dare you?
And you're
This
a gay
movie's
drug, you know. And fuck.
well, I guess I set myself up for that one, didn't I? Well, Joe, what did you watch?
Tom, I watched the Pizzagate Massacre, and this is one that you've seen already. And I don't remember what you said about it, but
It was
I
okay.
enjoyed this movie. Yeah, this is about a young
This is
lady
about me.
that goes to work for a TV station, and it's like a female Rush Limbaugh or something. I don't know, but anyway, she gets fired from there real quick because they're talking about a pizza parlor in Austin, Texas, Toots Pizza, that has a sexual pedophile ring going on there, led by the Democrats, who are lizard people. And she thinks, well, fuck, I got to go research more of this. So she
And
hooks
she
up.
says, well, fuck, I'm clearly a Democrat. Look at me. Joe,
Yeah. So
what the
she hooks
fuck?
up with David Koresh's son, and they decide to go and expose this. And And it's good because the dynamic between the two, those two people in this movie are really fucking good. They're acting real well. They're written real well. But like when they get to the pizza parlor and shit is supposed to go down, and what you expect to go down, which should have gone down, doesn't because they don't have the money for it. I guess so they just kind of like tell you kind of what went down there.
You
And
hear things and
yeah, you
lights
hear
flash.
things and things get all fucked up, and it's all like a conspiracy type thing where like they were set up to do this just to improve ratings or whatever. It's kind of like the movie The Parallax View from the 1970s or The Conversation from the 1970s. It's like one of those movies to where it's like, hey, we're setting this main character up to fuck him over. And that's what they do. But I thought this movie was really fucking good.
No, you didn't.
Better than it should have been. And people aren't going to watch it. Well, they are now because we're talking about it. We're probably giving this movie like a 200% boost. But still, it's too late for the Oscars. And it's not going to make it. And we should have talked about this months ago. But, Tom, you're always late on the fucking ball on this shit.
I know.
So,
I mean, this movie was a fucking little past the time of it fucking being relevant to begin with, though, when it was released.
it reminds me, and I don't know if it was something that was probably part of the Cinestate shit, but then they said, like, no, fuck, we can't be part of Cinestate because that dude, is just like a fucking pedophile. And this movie is about pedophiles, and that would be ironic. And, but it reminds me a lot of one of their movies, and it's set in Texas and shit. I don't know if it was filmed in Texas. Yeah, but I don't know. And I tried to like research a little bit on it, not too much, because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, you look like a guy who would fucking research
I hit
Pizzagate and
sites, and it's like, fuck it, it's not telling me what I want. Fuck it, I don't care. It's like nobody listens to this show anyway because it's
nobody look at Joe's hard
fucking
drive.
Tom named it BOYGOB.com, and he named it DWN's Terrible Horror Crop.
It's pronounced double DWN.
So who gives a fuck? We could expose the world's secrets on here, and nobody would fucking know.
We did, but that was years ago. It was an open secret.
So if you go back to episode 83, we do expose the world's secrets. You'll see.
It's more like episode 73 through
episode 73. I wasn't a part of the show at that time. Tom had a different host.
I mean, you keep saying that, but you came on at like episode 8. Like there were only a handful, if that, of episodes that you were not on.
Yeah, so there were 7 really good episodes.
And even like 3 of those, you were a special guest.
That's right. I was on the first fucking episode.
Like when we first, you, Lori, and I sitting in your fucking kitchen, we all came up with BOYGOB. That was like episode 4.
No, BOYGOB was supposed to be the name of your movie.
It ain't though. Now it's the name of now it's a brand or whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah,
people
now,
are fucking
now it's a jersey
slapping BOYGOB stickers on their bongs and shit.
Yeah, it's like fucking Fat Boy or whatever those.
Big Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Johnson, you and your wacky antics. So, what'd you think about the 3 endings of this movie?
I only saw one. There was 3 endings?
There was a few.
The one I saw had her interviewed by the lizard guy interviewing her. But was it a lizard guy, or was she just imagining that because she's crazy?
Like, that was the second ending. As soon as they showed that lizard face, it should have went to credits.
That is the one that's on Vudu. So if you want to watch the movie on the Vudu app or whatever, you got to watch it with commercials. But no, it's worth a watch.
Is that with 4 O's?
Vudu? No, it's with 2 U's.
Ah, I see. Well, no, it's like this. Yeah, there you go. Oh shit! I watched some more Star Trek. What yesterday, right? Yeah. It used to fucking Star Trek used to come on right after Sven Gulli, but now they got this shit called Sven Tooney. I guess weekdays they got a like a puppet fish that does the Sven Gulli thing, but with like Tex Avery shit.
Okay, so I've never seen Sven Gulli. Does he do like a stupid voice or something? Can you do his voice for us?
I mean, he's oh hey, I'm just a Chicago guy. Kind of can't do the Chicagoland accent anymore. Kind of lost that shit. But maybe we'll go have some Polish sausage, some beef sandwiches. Go watch the Cubbies, and but I mean, he's just a fucking like thick accent Chicago guy with some grease paint around his thing, just
So
doing the
why the fucking because he's got a following. He's got a big following, right?
yeah, dude. That show's been on I think since the '70s, and he's the second dude to do it, maybe the third. But he's like I watched him in Chicago ever since I was a fucking kid. So I mean I have nostalgia for it. I understand, but it's still a fucking
So is that
family.
nostalgia like because you hate Joe Blob Briggs, right?
Yeah, but this is kind of I don't hate him. I just like
You
it was
do. You fucking
cool.
hate him.
No, back in the day, I
No,
mean that
you
was
said you
fine.
wanted to fucking beat him, fuck him in
I
the head.
know you're the one who was talking shit about that fucking big titty whore and having sex with China and shit. I don't know
No, I
anything.
gave her props for doing that.
No, you didn't.
I did.
That's no. You were just
Yeah.
like this woman.
I
How
said,
is
good
this
on you
woman
for
having
giving it to
sex with a
China.
man?
Yeah,
That's against God.
fucking in China like that for fucking licking her dry. You know, I was like, yeah, good on you. But you're like this Chicago guy with his fucking holding up a fucking corn
Rubber
dog or whatever
chicken.
they eat out there. Like you love this dude, right?
I mean, I don't catch it every week.
Uh, I wouldn't say love, but
Yeah, because I mean, he plays a
it's a
lot of
definite
fucking.
infatuation, Joe.
He plays a lot of shit I don't give a fuck about. Like a lot of black and white horror movies, a lot of Hammer shit. But like
Just
if he
yesterday, he played Race War.
no, dude, yesterday what was it? The Beast with Five Fingers? I think it might have it was some Peter Lorre shit. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but I had it on in the background. Like if I'm in there, I'll turn it on, or if there's something I want to see, I'll fucking watch the shit. But like when I first got the antenna in there, I was like, fuck yeah, I can get Svengoolie and shit on there. That lasted for about 4 weeks. And then it was like, yeah, I mean, whenever I'm on there, I'll fucking catch it. But it's acquired taste. I would say hey, if he's playing The Bride of Frankenstein or one of your favorite movies, The Boring Ass Mummy, maybe check it out and see what it's about. But I mean, it's just him like giving facts and just terrible fucking jokes, but on purpose and shit. But this fucking Sven Tooney shit, which they first started, it's like the little puppet fish pretending he's Sven Gulli and like condensing a fucking movie down to like a segment. So they just showed and talked over all the good parts of Night of the Living Dead. And it was just like other segments and shit. It reminded me of something that would have been on Adult Swim before they just let anything fucking air on there. It's a lot of puppets and shit. I liked it. I surprisingly thought it was pretty good. I would next week I would say I'm more excited to check that out than I am Sven Gulli, but
So you're
that
saying it
premiered.
sucks, and that's why you like it.
No, it's all right. I mean, I'm sure they're working on a $20 budget. These aren't. I mean, they have sets and everything, but this is like old school 3 wall fucking sets and shit, and they're just doing it all. Because what was it? Me TV. That was like a Chicago channel, and I guess not recently, but in the last few years, decades, I don't know. But Me TV started going all over and shit. But
All I know about Chicago is what I saw on Superstation. You know,
WGN.
fucking Bozo Show.
Hell yeah.
988-3300 Empire.
988-2300 Empire.
Yeah.
What about there's only one Bob Rohrman?
No, I
You
don't
ever
know.
see that commercial?
Just like them showing the we're gonna show the Cubs. All right, change the channel.
You fuck.
I don't want to watch a bunch of fucking losers.
But yeah, after Sven Gulli, Star Trek used to come on.
Fuck
So
yeah.
I would catch some of those episodes, but now Sven Tooney comes on, and then that bullshit ass Adam West Batman comes on, and then Star Trek comes on. Star Trek sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
No,
I
no.
know a lot of people like it.
Like you said,
Did
you
you know-
watched them. Like, what did you watch?
It was an episode where I guess Kirk's personalities were splitting him into two
Fuck yeah.
people, and he
And he
looked
rapes that chick.
and he put some cream on his face or something. And
He rapes that one bitch and slaps her around.
Yeah, it's
fucking
not
great.
good.
It's
Like
really
I know people fucking like the stereotypical William Shatner can act, tee, but this fucking guy really can't act, tee.
Hey, fuck you, dude.
I mean, Spock they all kind of sucked. Sulu kind of sucked, but he always did. Yeah, I know a lot of
Watch your
people
half
like
gas or whatever the fuck you
it. It's
want.
corner gas, you uncultured fuck.
Son of a bitch, making fun of Star Trek.
It's
We'll
just
get to Star Trek later.
it ain't for me.
No,
I
it
just
ain't. It ain't. No.
but it should be because it's cheap as shit and it's acted terribly. So I should be able to laugh and giggle. But it's just like, fuck, I don't get it. I know you got your little social issues and shit going, but you don't even like George Romero movies, so I don't know why you like this pig fucking pile of shit.
Because he's preachy and Star Trek isn't preachy.
Bull fucking
George
shit.
Romero is just like, oh, fuck it, everybody wants to shoot black people. Yeah.
What?
We get it, I mean, yes, that's what fucking America is. Like, just people being racist and shit, Weren't you fucking American before you immigrated to fucking Canada? Yeah, this is a fucked up country, Romero. We know that.
Shouldn't you be doing it like this and yelling down to him so he can hear you?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know who you're talking to.
I know you're excited about that 8-hour cut of Martin coming out, Tom.
No, I am not a fan.
Because he's your boy, a Chicago boy, fucking George Romero.
Pittsburgh.
Whatever.
In Italia.
You went to school there.
I did.
You did.
I think he came. Oh. I think he came there one day, but I didn't have class. I was in my room fucking smoking weed or something.
Probably.
Probably. Smoking weed and sculpting, most likely. Yeah.
Hey, Tom, you hungry?
I could eat, but again, big fat guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if there was a feast before you.
I would make sure everybody got theirs first.
Yeah. Tom, lead us into this piece of shit that you chose.
So, Feast 2 takes place right after Feast 1. Unfortunately, when that car drove away, so did all the money for the production for the sequel. It was just flying out of the back of the car, blowing away in the wind. This time, Joe, the monsters were pissed. You kick me out of this fucking bar, I'll find a fucking another bar. And they head to the town square and run amok in 3 buildings in a town square and part of the street. It's all all the money they have to show you.
We got a little town here, and we got like a lesbian biker that rolls up and like confronts Clue Gallagher or whatever his name is. He's still there. He's alive. So like
It's the wife again. This is the twin sister
of
the boy who was mouth fucked by the alien with the rubber butt in the first one.
But she is the leader of a lesbian biker gang or something.
And how do you know she's the sister, Joe?
Because they do a flashback scene, and
no, they don't.
They do a freeze frame to say, "Hey, this is the lesbian sister of the girl in the first movie."
There's a hand and a tattoo, Joe.
Oh yeah,
they both have connecting tattoos when they shake each other's hands like men. So Big Mama, or whatever the fuck her name is looking for her sister because she was supposed to rob the bar and then report back to the fucking Diker gang. And they're just like, hey, where's fucking, or I think her name was Harley Mom or some shit in the first one. Anyway, she wants to know where her sister is because the money ain't coming in. And bitches is going to get slapped if that money ain't coming in, Joe. So, somehow Clue Gallagher survives getting fucking 3/4 of his neck bitten off. In the first movie, he just fucking puts a little kerchief around his neck and it's fine. Little bit of coughing, but it's fine. Spoiler alert, he's the only one that survives throughout all these fucking movies. But we'll get to that next week. So Big Mama ties up Clue Gallagher to the back and said, let's go. We go in Bozo, bless you. Bozo, that was his name. Bozo hunting. So will you shut up? Come Zoom tight. God damn. So anyways, Clue Gallagher says Bozo's the one that shot your blowed up your sister. Even though like he wasn't in the room. Bozo like did that shit at the top of the fucking bar. And Clue Gallagher was down in the basement, so he would have had no idea who fucking was actually responsible for blowing her up and all that, but that doesn't matter.
He read the script, he knew.
But yeah, the basic thing in this is they're escaping the fucking bar, and now they're going to the town square, and the monsters are in the town square. And along the way, you see fucking all new characters come in, and they all have to interact with the monsters and what have you. Yeah, this one is,
as Tom says, they're escaping from these fucking monsters.
They're escaping to a roof.
And this, it has the same shit fucking editing as the first one did, where it's like really hyperkinetic and you can't focus on anything. And
it sucks because you see like still images of shit of these monster suits and they look good.
No, they don't.
Why are you?
Yeah, they do. No, the first movie, like it had most of that shit in the dark and you couldn't tell how bad the body looked. In this one, a lot of the scenes are in the day and the body of the suits look plain as shit. And
they're just big muscle guys.
It's a good looking fucking head. It's a good looking fucking monster head. And the body is just plain as shit. It's fucking dumb.
I mean, it's got textures and shit in it. It's just supposed to be a big beefed up thing.
Fuck it if it was your classmates that made this.
It wasn't. This was some bloke who made this.
Yeah, no, and they replaced Henry Rollins with two Mexican midgets, and you thought,
please,
you would think, hey, all right, that's cool for me, yeah, we got some raza in there, but no, these guys are fucking stupid too. The whole shit, it's just fucking dumb. These are the worst movies we fucking covered, and we've covered a lot of bad shit.
I liked it, Joe. No surprise.
I know.
I liked it about as much
Yeah,
as
this
I
is
liked the
definitely
last
a
one.
Tom movie. I knew that as soon as
No.
he pressed the fucking like gallbladder and that's fucking Tom loves this shit. You know, it's a
Do
big
it again.
Yeah.
And then do it one more time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, fucking 8 films to die for or whatever. This is all Tom.
I know you were trying to get your dick that doesn't work up anymore when you saw all that cum fly over.
Oh
You were
yeah,
just,
they tried to like fucking let's get these ugly lesbians naked, just have them standing around.
hey, we're beautiful women, you misogynistic piece of
I
shit.
am misogynistic, I guess. It's like no, they didn't do it for me. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, let's make a rope out of your clothes. Fucking dumb shit. Let's catapult a fucking. Let's throw a baby up in the air. Oh, let's be cutting edge with that. And that was stupid.
No, I get you. That trying to be hardcore and edgy
Yeah.
shit like the first one, that sucks and that doesn't hold up well. This movie is very much a trauma movie with some money. But it's either a trauma movie with some money or a Robert Rodriguez movie with even less money. Somewhere in the middle of that, because there was a lot of green screen and there was a lot of dick and fart shit in there. So it's like kind of in the middle of that shit. I would say leaning more towards a trauma movie, but the actual filmmaking side of it, I would say, reminded me a lot of Robert Rodriguez's in-house garage shit. Excuse me.
Because even your in-house garage shit is fucking miles beyond this. This is fucking garbage.
Well, I'm not gonna disagree with you there. It it is, but I had some laughs and I had some fun out of it. I like monster movies, and this monster movie gave you a lot. It probably gave you a little too much. Like I would say, stick with the fart and then either pick the shit or the cum and go with one of those and do that first and then go to the fart and then pull out the gun and say, quit it, you fuck. We didn't need all three. I understand the rule of threes and all that, but there is a bit much in this one. I can agree, but I still like it. Not for everybody, that's for sure. But at least there's only one more, right? And it was shot back to back with this one. So, it's going to be good because there's even less money now. So, you think we're going to find out where these monsters came from?
I don't give a fuck.
Well, let me ask you this, Joe. Do you think they're monsters? Or maybe...
Tom, I've always thought that we're the monsters. Us.
Tune in next week. Monsters. Find out. So, would recommend?
No, I would not recommend.
You didn't even... Why? You're a Mexican fellow.
You know what? If you've got people that you fucking hate, yes, recommend this movie to them.
So, come on, what didn't you like about it, Joe?
I don't like it. Like I told you, I don't like the way these movies are shot. I don't like that whole fucking editing thing where it's just like, it's just like you've got to fucking blink your eyes to keep up with it. It's like it's a fucking strobe light type editing, and it just sucks, dude. And it like, who gives a fuck about any of it, about any of these people? Like you said, yeah, the monster was cool, but we saw that same fucking monster in the last movie, so they're not giving us anything new.
But you saw more of it, and in the
we saw the shitty body of it, just like walking around and whatever, like running,
So you
across
got
the
to see
camera.
that it had little things coming out of the back of his head
Yeah.
and some hair on its back.
And then we've got like, okay, there's an eyeball, a big eyeball inside its body or something.
That was dumb.
That was never explained, and that was stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sucked for sure.
yeah, and like a fucking dick comes out and just like starts squirming around or something. Yeah, it was just fucking dumb, man.
What'd you think of the bag of grandma?
Yeah, that was dumb too. I mean, like
That was
the
a
thing is,
little mean-spirited.
I mean, I don't mind dumb. You know, I fucking
No, I think you do.
I can appreciate a dumb movie, but when that's all your movie has to offer, you know, I don't fucking, you know, it sucks. You know, I can't recommend it. I don't want to ever watch it again. It's just like it's hard for me to keep an interest in it. And yeah, I was fucking falling asleep through a lot of this movie. And I hadn't even started really drinking yet at that point.
Well, that's where you fucked up. You
No, if I
always
started
got
drinking, I would have just fucking fallen out.
it. Well, Joe, being a fake Mexican, I got a question for you. That little fuck with the bald head,
Mm-hmm.
is he Mexican?
Yeah, I think he's Italian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure because the little fucks all tend to look the same, but I think he was a white fella.
Maybe his accent was a little weird, you know.
Like his brother with the giant wiener.
And
He
I
was
was,
a Mexican.
yeah, oh, he definitely was. He didn't speak any fucking English. It's like, okay, yeah, that dude, I'll get him to fucking like, you know,
But old Mexican guy with the fucking Detroit logo on his arm.
yeah,
Not too sure of.
that guy is either Italian or Jew, one of the two.
The fucking Virgin
It's like, it's
Mary
hard
on
for me
his
to
chest.
differentiate from
That
the
wasn't
two.
real.
I
But
don't-
the
you know.
Detroit logo, that was a real tattoo. So something's telling me he was a white guy who listened to fucking Insane Clown Posse.
Mhm.
That's just me. Hey Joe,
Tom.
thwip thwip.
So, in the last issue of Amazing Spider-Man's, Flash Thompson was abducted, and we don't know why, but we just know he was walking around with Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man's girlfriend.
But he wasn't just abducted, Joe. He was abducted by aliens.
No,
Yes, he was.
turns out he was abducted by the U.S. government.
I thought he was abducted by some Vietnamese.
Spider-Man's swings down and says, "What's going on?" But two other vehicles stop, and it's Vietnamese's.
No, I'm with a Z.
And they take him. It's like, oh fuck, you know, we need this guy. You know, we're after him. Turns out the guys that had abducted him originally
That what?
were protecting him. And why were they protecting him? Spider-Man's captures him. You know, not captures him, it's like saves him and finds out. Then when Flash Thompson was in Vietnam, he found this temple of like really peaceful people, and he loved them.
And Shakurma.
Yeah. He's like, oh man, I love these people. And so he, you know, they heal him because he'd been shot up by the Viet Cong or whatever. And he goes back and finds out, oh, we're about to bomb that area. No, you can't bomb that area. And he runs back and say, hey, y'all are going to be bombed. You need to get out of here.
Run your flat asses out of here.
No, Flash son, we must stay here. What will be, will be. And then boom, the whole fucking place blows up. And Flash doesn't know what
Peace
happened.
out to Flash's legs.
Yeah. But there's some other people that worshipped at that temple, and they're the ones after Flash Thompson. Like there's this big chauffeur that's after Flash Thompson. And
Some would call him a giant.
yeah.
Giant
And-
piece of shit drawn like a fucking asshole.
And Spider-Man wants to go save him, but you know, Gwen stops him and says, hey, you always run off when there's
You
trouble.
fucking coward piece of
You know,
shit.
people say you're just a fucking fraidy cat, and I've always said,
I'm
like,
sick of sucking the dick
No.
of a bitch.
he's not a fraidy cat, so you better stay here with me and not, prove to me that you're not a bitch. And that's our fucking cliffhanger. Oh,
Is
Did I-
Spider-Man a bitch? Tune in next month.
right. Man, this sucks. This fucking is. I mean, we've. God damn. Damn. Fucking months. Wow. This is so bad. The plus shot is we got maybe 4 more issues, maybe not even that many, before Jerry Conway comes in and takes over the writing. God damn, Stan Lee, you fucking suck, dude. I'm glad you're dead. God damn.
At least soon we'll be able to talk about the Punisher, and
Yeah.
that really wasn't a great issue, was it?
No, none of it was great, but it can't be as bad as this, Tom. I mean,
I'll give Marvel this. They've been sticking with the Flash has been in some war thing throughout the whole continuity of his character. Like, they keep with the ambiguous, when does this stuff take place? Because they stay their age forever. But they kept going with the Flash in a war shit and actually did some fucking good shit with it. So, if we had to deal with this shit to get the first fucking 3/4 of the Agent Venom run, cool with that. Like, in the first half of the fucking Agent Venom run's fucking awesome, but once he joins the Guardians of the Galaxy, it starts going downhill when he joins the Secret Avengers. But once he joins the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's all fucked, and Venom hasn't been worth a shit since.
no, but I know, like, later on, also, like, once they get rid of this, and maybe a couple of years down the line, Flash Thompson is gonna start dating some Vietnam chick and marry her too, right?
No, he stays young forever. They all do, Joe.
No, but doesn't he marry like some Vietnamese prostitute or something?
You think I followed fucking Flash Thompson's storyline before?
Yes,
he
I
became
think you were in
Venom?
love with him. I think like
No.
from the first
Why
moment,
the fuck would anybody care about Flash Thompson
as
before
soon as
he
you
became
saw his
Venom?
sweater, because the
That's
first time
why they
you.
fucking gave him Venom.
When I first fucking met you, that's the first thing you said is, "Hey, Flash Thompson is Venom, right?"
They
So
just
what?
call me that because I fuck quick.
What? What are you talking about? Like, yeah, Flash Thompson. Remember, he used to pick on Spider-Man. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I just met you.
That Muslim guy from the movies? Greatest Flash Thompson ever. You ready for Morbius? The reviews are in, Joe.
The reviews are in. Holy shit, I gotta see it now. I really do.
Well, I'll listen to you when you talk about it.
I heard it's directed by Ty West.
Sitting in the ghetto thinking about. Yeah, Ol X. I've heard a few reviews and still don't give a fuck. It sounds like he was trying to do some deep shit like, sex really does mean something, guys, and don't go throwing your life away. I don't know. It just seems like he's trying to do some bitchly things with that movie.
No, one thing I saw on Facebook today is some dude said, "Oh, Ty West is still the fucking master of horror." It's like, have you seen any of this dude's movies? Have you seen the fucking whatever ones we made fun of last week?
House of the Devil, The Roost, Cabin Fever 2, the one that everybody loved where it was about a high school dance.
Yeah, that fucking the one, the Jim Jones one, that was a piece of shit, man. What was the other one? The fucking Innkeepers, that was a piece of shit. Yeah. This guy sucks, and with his track record, I don't want to fucking give him any money.
Just head.
If
you just want to give him head.
fucking bootleg it, stream it somewhere, don't fucking
Or just don't watch it.
Oh yeah.
Could always do that, just not watch it. Before we get into our next pile of shit, I'm gonna go get a drink, Joe.
Tom is gonna go get a pile of shit to drink, and while he does that, I would like to talk about. Let me see what I have. This. It is called DWNProductions.net. Now, if you go over to this website there, you will see a number of masks and DVDs and props and things that you could buy. And well, fuck, click on it, look around, buy them. But if you would like something custom made, Tom says he won't do it. Tom says he's too busy, but he'll fucking do it. He'll do it. All you have to do is send him an email and say, hey, I'll pay for this. And he'll do it. So just get, send him a message. And, but he does have some movies on there, including Cheese Balls, which features a lot of you guys' favorite, the dude from Trauma, whatever his name is. I just saw him like 2 weeks ago and forgot his name. But he's in that movie. And then he's got the Academy Award not nominated Fisted. So you could like order that film. I highly recommend that if you like me, because I'm in it. Then I'm the fucking highlight. So watch my scenes and then just fucking, take the disc out and use it as a coaster or whatever. But yeah, I mean, he's got masks and stuff like that. He's got half masks for those of you that are still afraid of the pandemic, afraid of getting sick, and dying and stuff. If you haven't got, fucking weird chemicals injected in your arms yet. And he also has full masks and like torsos and cowls. Like I didn't know what a cowl was, but it was explained to us on another podcast what a cowl was. Oh, Tom made a margarita. Yeah, fucking look at that. Fancy motherfucker from his favorite restaurant. Jake Taft is in the fucking house. Yeah. Yeah. So, Jake Taft.
What the fuck's up there, Jake? Hey, Joe, you like lists?
I do.
You like 4-shot margaritas?
What's our list today, Tom?
Joe, you picked a great one. Movies with dreams or dreamers in it, a.k.a. Mexican people. That's what I went with. Movies with dreamers.
Oh, as I said, movies with dream sequences in it.
Yeah. So my honorable mentions, I have, because I don't put my own shit on the list. And that's Race War, the remake. GED wakes up from a dream. And then I have The Big Lebowski. Remember that scene where he was like bowling and flying through the air and shit?
And girls' legs.
Dream. Yeah. And then I have The Exorcist, because the whole movie was a dream. And then I have Precious, because I'm pretty sure there's a dream sequence in there where she's thinking about a much better life. And then I have The Exorcism of God, because I just watched that one and it has a couple dream sequences in it. And those are my fucking honorable mentions, you limp dick piece of shit.
Fucking nice, Tom. Nice. You fucking Jersey shilling piece of shit. I have Brazil, which has...
Hold the fuck up. You could talk about your shitty movie in a second, but head on over to dwnproductions.net and pre-order a fucking dope-ass, fully embroidered football jersey. Big DWN logo on the front, fully embroidered. On the sleeves, fully embroidered DWN logo. On the back, nameplate, DWN Productions, fully embroidered. 31, Reggie Miller? Was he 31?
I don't know.
Bam, it's on there because you're a racist, Joe.
Did they get to pick their own number or no?
No, fuck no. It ain't that kind of shit. You get DWN Productions and you fucking pay me to wear a billboard, okay? So head on over to dwnproductions.net. Give me $100+ for a wearable billboard. And man, I'll think you look so cool. So if you want me to think you're a snazzy dresser, fuck over there, bitch tits, and cover them hoes up. You look silly. So now talk about this shitty ass fucking Monty Python movie, Joe.
We're gonna see a lot of those at Camp Zool for sure.
Oh shit, you heard that. Joe said he's gonna be at Camp Zool. They're gonna be a fucking live BOYGOB. I don't know. God damn. We'll see. If you want it, fucking just harass Bill to no end.
Harass
Just keep typing BOYGOB on his page. Anywhere, anything a la Zulu related, just type BOYGOB in the comments. Don't stop. You won't stop. And Joe might just touch your penis.
It don't stop.
Can't,
So,
won't.
Yes, and our honorable mention, or my honorable mention, as I was saying before, I was interrupted by the
Fat boy.
Commercial for the
fucking dope fucking football jerseys you can get at dwnproductions.net, dude. They're so fucking cool.
Is Brazil, where the guy dreams that he's a fucking armor-clad angel and he's like flying around and shit, and that's his dream. And then I have
that's from the Criterion collection, you know.
It is, which they have some sales once in a while, which I always try to include Tom in. I tag him every time.
Now.
That way he don't miss out because he loves some Criterion.
When I find the apple juice drinking competitions, I make sure to always tag you.
Then I have Papillon.
Papillon!
With Steve McQueen, where he's trying to bust out of prison. He's like a French guy that busts out of plenty of prisons. He has a dream in this, and it's like he always said, like, I'm innocent. For the first thing they arrested me for, I'm innocent. But they say in this dream, you're guilty. You're guilty of having a wasted life. He says, fucking guilty.
Oh, yeah.
In his dream.
Bitch for that.
Yeah. Then I have Raising Arizona. The last scene in the movie is a big dream sequencer. That kid that they kidnapped, they're dreaming that he's a big football star, and everything's good, and everybody's happy.
Fuck Nicolas Cage. Not a fan.
Then I have Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah. Norm McDonald and shit. Oh, yeah. No, that's Billy Madison. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. So Adam Sandler's dreaming that chick he wants to fuck in the movie is like scantily clad and serving him wine or something or whatever, and there's a midget like rolling around in the fucking unicycle or something. Then I have The Burbs, which Tom Hanks falls asleep watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then he like dreams that a chainsaw is chopping his fucking house in half, and their neighbors are throwing him on a barbecue grill. Those are my honorable mentions. Dream sequences, baby.
Up to his wife hitting him with a broom and laughing.
Dream sequences.
Joe, my number Diaz S. American Werewolf in London.
That's a good one because it's 2 dream sequences right back to back, baby.
Mm-hmm. C.
Now, are those werewolves Nazis or what are they?
C.
All right.
Numero 10.
I have Terminator 2. It's like a big nuclear blast. You know, somebody's like watching some shit through the baseball grates, and then and all of a sudden it's a skeleton. Scary shit.
More
Scary.
like a skeleton, because he was made out of metal, you see.
Well, then the skeletons start walking up, and it's like, oh fuck, humanity, you're fucked. We're gonna fuck you with these metal dicks.
Mm-hmm. So get ready, they're cold.
Mm-hmm.
Better
No
sit over
Vaseline.
the toaster. Nueve. See?
Yes.
Sí. Arr! Beavis and Butthead do America. Dream sequence.
Tell me about that dream sequence. I don't remember that.
That what? Dream what?
Sequence. Green
Sequel?
Vietnamese.
They fucking trip out in the middle of the desert and shit, and it turns into like fucking Rob Zombie-ish shit. You remember the scene.
Yeah,
You remember. I know.
I do.
Now you go.
But it's not as good as my number 9, which is Dumbo, where Dumbo gets drunk and then he sees fucking pink elephants all marching around and shit.
That should have been on my list. You remember the crows?
I do.
Fuck. Not a lot
Now,
of people
I mean,
do.
I haven't seen, but you saw the new version of Dumbo, right? The live action one. Like Lisa saw it too, and she told me that there's no fucking pink elephant scenes in that where he gets drunk.
Of course there isn't, Joe. Surprisingly, though, they blacked the crows up.
So, we can't have him get drunk, but let's fucking,
We'll make it even more offensive.
whoa.
Shout out to Timothy Burton, dog. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, no, that live action one was fucking awful.
Well, somebody here on our chat says that you love Dumbo. Oh,
Yeah, I just said,
but-
didn't I just say that
but
should
you
have been on my
forgot to
list?
have this on your list.
Yeah, I know.
You dumb motherfucker.
My comfort animal as a child was a little Dumbo. Mm-hmm. And I have Dumbo tattooed on my penis. Unfortunately, the fucking Dumbo snout was too small. It only goes a third way down the shaft of my dick. But that's okay. I can't fit it all in there anyway, so you'll still see it when it's in you. Thank you. They call me the giant wiener boy. No one calls me that.
Jake Taft, I haven't seen the last 4 Terminator movies. So I don't know, man. I don't know where they're fucking going with any of it.
Hopefully they pull a shaft route and go back to Africa. I'd like to see Terminators in Africa. I wouldn't. That would probably be highly offensive. It would just be Arnold Schwarzenegger going and killing a bunch of fucking people with discs in their lips and shit. That'd be fucked. You know what? I would like that movie to be made just for like all the controversy around it and just to see what the news and everybody else says about it. That would be pretty entertaining. I know it would be fucked and all that, but just to see all the reactions and stuff, it'd be like that Michael Jackson meme where you're just eating popcorn. Yeah, that'd be way better than the movie. That motherfucker's really making this movie. Terminator in Africa. Fucking they get Richard Roundtree to do a cameo. Unfortunately, he's just wearing like a fucking loincloth and shit, just standing there. Like, oh shit.
I never die in my movie. Oh, except for that one movie.
Yeah, no, that's Fred Williamson, you fucking
yeah,
racist
Fred
piece
Williams.
of shit.
You're right.
Yeah, you're a fucking.
I
You're
am.
one of those people.
I suck. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. And you're
You know-
fucking racist.
I get all my Italians confused.
Sicilians.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah. I thought,
I'm just trying to help you here, Joe.
Yeah. Marlon Brando.
Hey, what's your number 9?
Marlon Brando, Jesse Spano. It's all the same to me.
Spinell.
Number 8, Tom. You're number 8.
Ocho Fisto Sloppy Seconds. We just talked about this movie.
I don't even remember Dream Sequence, so I don't.
Old Honey Pie or whatever's dreaming of Judah Freelander just so they can get him in the second movie for some reason. And they start making out and mealworms fall on her, even though they're supposed to be maggots.
Okay. Yeah.
But they're clearly mealworms that you can just buy from the pet shop.
Mm-hmm.
Just get the maggots, you fuck. It would have looked better. Not just, those are clearly mealworms. Okay. And Judah Freelander fucking sucks. Never liked that guy.
At number 8, I have Jacob's Ladder. And there's a scene where Jacob is looking at his girlfriend, played by Elizabeth Pena, who I always thought was hot back in the day, is like fucking grinding up against the dude, and then he starts having some tentacles come out and they're like going up under her skirt and like just fucking the shit out of her. And it's a pretty nice dream sequence. I'm not into
fucking H.P. Lovecraft's racism shit.
I'm not into that hentai shit, but this was pretty fucking.
Yeah, but as we established today,
Tom,
you and HP are like this.
Yeah, you and Stan Lee.
Fuck yeah, Stanley! Thank you for fucking writing in some poignant commentary on the Vietnamese War, you fuck.
Those fucking Vietnamese.
All right, what are we on? Number 7?
Oh, 7, yes.
I have Kingpin. Because old Woody Allen was doing a little daydreaming and saw old Bob Shea's sister in the back of his car going, remember that one?
Yes, I do.
Good. I'm a Kingpin fan, Joe.
You are? You are.
It's good shit. Love that fucking movie.
At number 7, I have The Exorcist. One of your more recent.
Remember when she pissed on the carpet and God told him to film that shit? God damn.
So, to me, this movie, the more I watch it, just like The Shining, it just becomes comedy. It's like funnier every time I watch it. But
fuck me.
It has this one scene in it, and it's a dream sequence where the fucking priest, like his mom, like he knows his mom is dead, and his mom's there at the subway, and like he sees her and he's calling out to her, and she just fucking turns her back to him and walks down the stairs, which symbolizes like she's going to hell. And I think that's fucking great. Like that's fucking eerie and shit, and it's better than a lot of the shit that they do like physically with the special effects and all that. It's like, hey, fuck it, your mom's gone and you can't save her, she's going to hell, and they fuck with him later in that too, but I thought that was effective. Like,
say anything?
No, they don't, but they try to.
They don't say anything?
Yeah, but that's like they do, but I would think that's like, oh well, shit, mom's happy again, doing that. What she was
doing
always
what
she was,
mom
your mother fucks cocks in hell. It's like, okay, so yeah, fuck, mom's
Did
doing.
You say her mother washes socks?
And
lick me, lick me.
Those Italian sock washing moms.
Sorry for the coming now. But Don't you know they're like little towels? What am I supposed to do?
That's double scrub that.
It just comes out washing the sock, and it just comes out looking like what a Kleenex sees when you blow your nose in it. Should it make them thick socks for me to be able to fit over my wiener to whack off to? Joe? Watch out, mister. Sorry. Watch out, sister.
Here comes the twister.
That's right. That lady's dreaming about all that black dick getting slid into her. And they have that weird fucking disco song, and it's not shot well, but none of the movie really is. But the human tornado. I always fuck it up. But it's good. It's fucking good shit. Would recommend. Highly.
Good one.
Speaking of good shit.
Human tornado shirt sales would go up because we just had some tornadoes come through, but nope, nobody seems to be buying it. It's the time, folks. It's the time.
They have to buy roofing materials, Joe. Just see that Miami Connection is getting a 4K release.
I did. I saw that.
What do you think? What do you think, Joe?
I think people are going to buy it.
I think so too,
yeah,
Joe.
So good on them for like fucking exploiting the dumbass market. You know? It's the world we live in, Tom.
I bought that shit.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, I know. That's a Tom bought that.
That's a classic. No, if you haven't seen fucking Miami Connection, go out and fucking see that shit for sure. Even you liked it. You said you had a good time with that shit, so that's got to tell you something.
No, it's good. I just don't need it.
No, it's not. It's not good.
No, it's fun.
You'll be entertained and have a good time.
I don't need it on 4K.
You might, just for the novelty of it. That's like when Champagne and Bullets get released on 4K. I don't give a fuck. I already got that thing. But
okay.
I think they're in the same category. Excuse me, same. I've been doing a little drinking.
Tom, the Miami Connection doesn't have Wings Hauser.
But the Miami Connection does have that squirrely black guy who gets really excited when he opens the mail. Oh my God! My dad! It's good shit. And then his dad gets stabbed or some shit and shot. It's fucking great. Against the ninja. Beep, 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 beep. All it needed was the real William Smith in that movie, and it would have been fucking awesome. Not this fucking pussy-hitting piece of shit that couldn't even knock over Chris Rock.
Rest in peace, William Smith.
Number 6. Did you do that?
I think I did. Wait a minute. You're number 6, you fuck.
My number 6 is the Human Tornado.
You already did that one.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's you now.
Okay, so my number 6 is The Fly. That one chick in it finds out that she's pregnant, and then she has a dream that she's giving birth to a maggot. And like the doctors are like holding a big old fucking maggot. It's like, oh shit. You know,
puppeteer that shit.
Yeah, they're squirming around. Oh, we're fucking giving birth to a maggot here. Dream sequence.
It's got some good shit in that movie for sure.
It does.
You know Jeff Goldblum's first acting role?
I remember first seeing him. Well, I don't remember first seeing him, but like I rewatched some movie where an apartment is fucking haunted by some shit, and there's midgets crawling around at the end of it. I don't remember what it's called, but it's It's got a shitload of people, like Beverly D'Angelo's in it, Burgess Meredith. What the fuck?
Burgess Meredith.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Death Wish and his famous line when he pushes that lady in the wheelchair down the stairs. You remember what he says as he pushes her down the stairs?
No, I don't.
He calls her a goddamn rich cunt. Fucking classic, Joe. But he's a classy guy. He's going around being fucking photographed at fucking 89-year-old with fucking 18-year-olds. Yeah, that seems legit to me, Jurassic Park guy. Good for you. Fucking Den boy. Den boy. That's what they call him. Jeff Goldblum, the Den boy. Nobody calls him that but you, Joe. What are you looking up? Jeff Goldblum and Death Wish?
I'm trying to find that fucking movie that he was in.
It's called Earth Girls Are Easy.
No, it's not that. It's before that.
Is that the one with Jim Carrey? Where they're all dressed up in fucking goofy, fuzzy costumes and shit?
Yes.
That's what you're looking for? Yes? No?
Jeff Bezos, is that his name?
Jeff Goldblum. As in the bloom of golds. Joe.
Yeah, 65,000, isn't it?
Transylvania, 65,000. What a shitty fucking song for a movie. All right,
It
Joe.
doesn't matter, but it's an apartment complex that's all haunted and shit. And a bunch of midgets come out at the end and deformed people.
Little fucks, please.
Yeah.
So number 5.
You do number 5, or I'm doing number 5.
I'm doing number 5.
I just did number 6, so why don't you do number 5?
Joe, Office Space. It's a fucking classic.
It is.
I love it. You kind of like it. But in the end, damn, it feels good to be a gangsta.
It does.
Every time Michael Bolton's fucking rocking out in his car, listening to fucking gangster rap, and he sees that dude fucking selling roses, and he just goes and locks his door, always laugh. That shit's great. It's cool. I would acknowledge it more if anybody could buy those, but those are gone and they will never be made again. So if you didn't get one, you can go fuck yourself. But if you don't want to miss out, you better head on over to dwnproductions.net and get that football jersey, because that shit won't be made again. The hockey jerseys you missed out on, those will never be made again. You think there's a demand for this shit. It's not. It's just I think, hey, I want one of these. So that's when I put them up for sale. And I'll say, well, I will get myself one when everybody else does and then be done with it. Why would I run it again when I already have one? So if you want a football jersey, dwnproductions.net. And if you don't want a football jersey, you can go fuck yourself for real.
For real.
You're listening to this. Go buy one.
At number 5, I have An American Werewolf in London, which...
Oh, they fucking Nazi bitches or whatever the fuck you say?
Yeah, and that's when some Nazi fucking monsters come out and start shooting up the family. And then he wakes up. And then some Nazi fucking monsters fucking pop up and start shooting his girlfriend or nurse or whatever. It's a fucking double...
Nurse.
A double...
Whammy!
Fucking dream sequence, and it's pretty good. It's number 5. Tom thought it was like number 10 or whatever, but I think it's number 5.
Because he's a fucking murderer, Joe. It's a good movie, but he's a fucking cold-blooded killer.
That's what it takes to make a good movie, Tom. I've already told you about that.
Number 4, Joe, I got a sequel. It's not just a sequel to any movie, but it's a sequel to one of the greatest movies. And this is Paddington 2.
Does Paddington dream about being a real boy?
Why the fuck would he do that?
I don't know. I ain't seen the movie. I'm asking
It's
you.
because he caught the mom whacking off in the bathtub thinking about fish sticks.
Oh, Patty Whacker.
No. What's your number 4, Joe?
My number 4 is Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
That figures.
Pee-wee has a nightmare where his bicycle is fucking being operated by clowns. Dismantled and shit.
Wicked clowns?
You can never trust clowns.
Number 3 is your number 1. And this isn't just any dream. It's a daydream. Cooper, he's thinking about opening a big sports bar. And this is basketball, Joe. Basketball.
My number 3 is Rosemary's Baby.
Babying.
She has a dream that she's being fucked by the devil. But this is no dream. This is real.
So then it shouldn't make your list.
No, she's dreaming it. But it's happening in real life at the same time. She's getting fucked by the devil.
Sorry to hear that. At least she wasn't molested by a priest when she was just all tuckered out laying on a bed after a demon was just exorcised from her. Joe, my number 2 is not just any combat. It's fucking Mortal Kombat. The fucking 2020 classic. 2021 classic. Fucking piece of shit. Johnny Cage punched Goro right in the balls. He fell off a cliff. You suck.
And number 2, Tom, I have Star Trek First Contact. Because Captain Jean-Luc Picard has a dream where he is still assimilated by the Borg.
Fucking Borgs. Give me a 6 out of 9. I tell you what, those are some fucking hot looking metal guys.
And he is still Locutus. But it's a fucking dream. But in this movie, the Borg come back.
Yep. I don't know much about Star Trek, but I do know that lady robot's named 6 out of 9, and I know a bunch of dudes were covered in metal. So that's all I got. Star Trek sucks. There any red shirts in this one, Joe? I know that too.
No.
The red shirts get it in the end. Yep.
Not in this
I'm
one.
saying they get fucked in their ass to death.
I get it.
Good. Hey, speaking about getting fucked in your ass to death, my number 1's Orgasmo. Fucking Tom Hung gets fucked in his ass to death, and then when he's dying, he thinks about all the things in his life. And then he dies in a puddle of cum and blood and a little bit of poo-poo. And then it fades out to black and the movie's over with. It's a good comedy. I like it. Makes me laugh about everybody who got fucked in their ass to death. Especially that one guy from like 20 years ago. Mr. Hands. When he got fucked in his ass to death by a horse. You remember that guy? Stick around the internet. There was a whole fucking documentary made about this guy. It was a viral video of a guy who got fucked in the ass to death by a horse. You can't make this shit up, Joe. His name was Mr. Hands. I remember buying that as a joke for my buddy because he brought it up, and one day I was like, Merry Christmas, enjoy the documentary about the guy who got fucked in his ass to death by a horse. I guarantee you, by the time this fucking episode is up, there will already be the video on the Facebook page.
I know. You
And
will
next
post that.
week, I'll be watching the fucking documentary.
Yeah. And I may have to report the page.
I'm sure you'd have to sign in to be 18 or older to view it. YouTube Mr. Hands. Maybe you got to go to farmhub.com to see it. I'm not sure, but it's out there. Joe, speaking of out there, what's your number one?
My number one is one of the greatest movies ever made, Tom, and that's Excalibur. There are several dream sequences in which Merlin has to communicate with Arthur through dreams.
You got it the second and third time.
Because he's dead and kind of dead, but that's the only way he can communicate with him. It's a fucking great movie. God damn, this movie is so fucking great.
That's your favorite movie. It's not just one of the best movies. That is your favorite fucking movie.
It is.
Speaking of favorite fucking movies, Joe, next week we're doing our top 10 things you put in a box. So get ready for that and get ready to head on over to dwnproductions.net and don't fucking buy anything except a pre-order for that football jersey because I'll keep sculpting this fucking thing for months and months and months, even though I don't have that long to do it. So just go to dwnproductions.net, complain about how none of the fucking images load, but just make sure that you fucking pre-order that football jersey.
You gotta click on the three little dots.
Dude, I hit him up. I hit up this fucking host, and there's like, everything works for me. It's like, I know everything works for me too. I don't know what these people are talking about, but I've heard it multiple times.
Right. That's when you always tell me, oh, dudes are telling me your site doesn't work. Well, it does. It fucking works. I don't know what's wrong with their shit. Hey,
I would
update your
assume
shit
that
or something.
they've been going to unscrupulous websites and their phone got corrupted.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So quit looking at your fucking CP, you fucking idiots.
Yeah. I'm not saying, quit looking at gay porn. If that's what you want to do,
quit
go
fucking
for it.
looking at that shit.
Yeah, but clear your shit out or fucking get some kind of fucking virus removal or something.
TWNproductions.net. Order your fucking fully embroidered football jersey and show everybody that you support gay porn. And then you can head on over to
fastcustomshirts.com and get yourself a fast custom shirt.
It won't be fast, won't be custom.
It won't be
a
fast.
shirt.
For sure it won't be fast this month or next month, but who fucking knows. But maybe soon we'll be coming to you live.
Hey, enjoy your week or don't.
Well, wait a minute, this is live though. So who gives a fuck?
I know. Hey, BOYGOB.